Welcome to Kali Kannada 101. So today we are going to cover Sandhigalu, a grammar topic that you need to learn in grades 5 and above most of the time. So what is Sandhigalu? So Sandhi ಎಂದರೆ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೇರುವುದು ಎಂದರ್ಥ. Sandhi means joining of two things. ಎರಡು ಅಕ್ಷರಗಳು ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾಲ ವಿಳಂಬವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸೇರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಧಿ ಎನ್ನುವರು. So when two letters join together and you read it out in such a way that there is no delay because these two letters are there. You'll understand what this means as we go further. So sandhi means basically joining of two words. So some examples are here. Mullannu is mullu plus annu becomes mullannu. Avanuru is avana plus uru. Mele plus ittu becomes melittu. Male plus alli became malayalli. And malegala is male plus kala. Um, while this is sandhi, not some of it is the second word is not a meaningful word, but they are. It is still a sandhi in the sense it is it is joining and following the rules of a sandhi, but these are more to do with the vibhakti pratyaya or what we call karak in Hindi. But let's just go on further into the sandhis. So, what are the main three rules when you are dealing with sandhis? ಯಾವುದು ಪೂರ್ವ ಪದ ಯಾವುದು ಉತ್ತರ ಪದ ಎಂದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗುರುತಿಸಬೇಕು. So you need to identify which are the two words that are forming this word that we are looking at. So we need to understand. So you need to identify correctly. Like let's look at avanuru. So Avana plus Uru, you need to identify that this is the way it has to be split. It is not Avan or Avanu plus Uru. It is Avana Uru. It's his Uru, which becomes Avanuru. Right? So which means when this Na and U are joining, there is no delay when we are reading it as Avanuru. Right? There's no pause in between and things like that. So identifying the meaningful two words that have formed the single word is important. The second is ಪದಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಪದದ ಅರ್ಥ ಬದಲಾಗಬಾರದು. So when we are saying that these two words join together to form the sandhi word, when so the reverse of that would be splitting of those word into constituent words. Now these when you're splitting these single word into two constituent words, the meaning of these two individual words should not be different from the combined word. So when you are saying Santosha Vaitu uh, was happy or became happy, so Santosha is happy and Aitu is became or was happy. So the meaning of Santosha Aitu and Santosha Vaitu is the same. So in a sentence, typically we would write Santosh ನನಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಹೂವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಯಿತು. I can also call that sentence ನನಗೆ ಹೂವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯಿತು. Right? So their meaning remains the same. Nothing has changed. It's just that it's very common in Kannada that you combine these words and make it into one big word. Now, the third rule, whether the word is a Kannada word or a Sanskrit word is what we need to figure out. Now, does why do we need to do that? It is to identify basically whether this sandhi is a Kannada sandhi or a Sanskrita sandhi. For all purposes of this video, we are only going to focus on Kannada sandhi. So we are not really going to focus on um, this particular rule as to we once it's split, we figure out whether it's a Kannada word or Sanskrit word. We will not get into that because what we are going to cover in this video is only Kannada sandhis. So how do we split these sandhis, Kannada sandhis? So in the Kannada sandhi, it is split as swara sandhis and vyanjana sandhis. And then swara sandhis are further divided into lopa sandhi and agama sandhi. We will look at what are each of these sandhis later, but and why are they called swara sandhis or vyanjana sandhis. Right now, I'm just covering the categories. So under swara sandhi, you have lopa sandhi and agama sandhi. Under vyanjana sandhi, you have adesha sandhi. So in so the three sandhis are now explained here. What does lopa mean? Lopa means something which disappears. Now, why the name? Because here you will see in this example, Avanuru, Avana plus Uru. So they are two meaningful words, but they are joined and made into a single word, Avanuru. So na and u joined together to become nu. So when you split that na into component letters, that is n plus a, and u cannot be split further because it's only the swara here, and so it is u. So n plus a plus u becomes nu. So Avanuru. What disappeared is the last swara of the first word. So the last swara of the first word became Lopa. So because of which it is called Lopa Sandhi. Now Agama Sandhi. What does Agama mean? It is something coming in. So here in this example, you will see Hola plus Annu becomes Hola Vannu, which or here Mane plus Annu becomes Mane Yannu. In both these examples, you will see that year, which was not in the picture at all in the constituent words, suddenly appeared here in the when it is joined. Similarly, here were, which was not in at all in the picture in the constituent words, has now come here. So were or year have come. So that's why they are called Agama Sandhis. And there are two types of Agama Sandhis. One is called Yakar Agama Sandhi and another is Vakar Agama Sandhi. Both are Agama Sandhis, it's just that they are further split into two different types. Here again you will see it is N plus A plus A becomes Ya. It comes Neya, right? So here again you will see first words swara and second word also the swara which are part of the sandhi which then get converted. Similarly, this is adesha sandhi where what we are trying to say is in like an example called malegala. Male plus Kala are the individual components. But when L plus A, which is part of this, and K plus A, which is this, join, they become Le and this becomes Ga. Male Gala. Male plus Kala becomes Male Gala. So Ka becomes Ga. Similarly, in other examples, you will find that the becomes the and pa becomes ba. So this is an adesha sandhi. Now we noticed that the sandhis were divided into swara sandhis and vyanjana sandhis. So these two sandhis are called swara sandhis because at the joining point, if you look at it, it is one swara joining with another swara. Here, it's one swara again facing another swara. First, a swara from this letter, a word, and swara from this word. Whereas out here, if you see, A is part of the first word, and K, which is a Vyanjana, is part of the second word. So, because a Vyanjana comes into the picture, either here or here, because Vyanjana has come into the picture, it is called a Vyanjana Sandhi. So, going back, now it must be clear that on what basis these words when they become Sandhi, are categorized into Swara Sandhis and Vyanjana Sandhis. Thank you for listening.